to learn how to overcome procrastination. Firstly, let's focus on why we're doing the task, because if we focus on why we're doing the task, it will be much more easier than to think how hard the task is. Then you can get out of your calendar. So like example is, let's not think I still have time to do this, I still have time to do that. No, you always have to set a schedule and maybe do it now instead of thinking I can do it later. Then when you're doing a schedule, please be realistic with your schedule. There's no way you can do it from morning to night, or like you don't get sleep and just do everything. No, you just have to need enough sleep, enough rest to do a good proper task. Then if you think that the work is too much, then maybe you should chunk it down, break it to smaller part so you can do it better. And when you were doing your task and job, please do not make excuses, because I know how hard it is, how tiring it is. So it's better to get it done instead of making excuses. Or if you feel like you're bored, then maybe you can get a partner and then do it together. It will be much more fun. And you can also optimize your environment so that you're working in a good environment. You're able to focus on your tasks. And after everything, don't forget to reward your good behavior. Reward yourself for doing a good job. Thank you.
Why do we procrastinate? First, because of boredom. When a task feels boring or uninteresting, we usually will tend to avoid the task. This is because our brain usually are more attracted to a more stimulating or any task that feels more rewarding in the short term. So, if one task feels like boring or dull, we will avoid the task. Second, anxiety. The fear of doing poorly on the task will make us feel much pressure to do the task. Unfortunately, when we delay doing the task, it will give us much more anxiety. So this happens because anxiety tricks our brain to think that avoiding is the best way to reduce the stress. But it is actually a temporary solution that worsens the condition. Third, perfectionism. Usually, perfectionists will often see a task as a task that will need to be done perfectly. So, when a task is very much complicated, more complicated than they usually do, it will make them feel like, oh, it's impossible to do this task. It is impossible to do the task without doing any mistakes. So they usually will avoid to do the task altogether, because they have this kind of mindset that it's all or nothing. So this kind of mindset actually means that anything less than perfect is like a failure. Okay. The last one is distraction. So external distraction like noise, social media, or notifications from your phones can easily pull your attention from your main task. So distraction can provide a quick dopamine hits, making them hard to resist, especially when the task feels less enjoyable. So you will focus more on notifications and distractions rather than your main task. Okay, that is all. Bye.